Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Merv, the heart of the Silk Road. So I have set Merv up as a 3-player game. If you have watched the Gamesplanation, you'll have an idea of how the game plays. If this were to be set up as a 2-player game, a third player's color would be put aside, and in player order, that third player would move along one of the spots. So that would be chosen by, at the moment, the blue player would choose which of the locations, because he's the furthest forward active player. And then the yellow player, assuming that red was the dummy color, would choose which of the tiles he was going to add his house to. If he had any of the camels, he would push forward when we get to that. But that is pretty much the only difference with the 2-player game. So let's have a playthrough and see what happens as 3 players. So blue is first, and the first thing that blue is going to do is go here, which gets him 1 orange cube. He puts a house on that to show that he has actioned it. He will then choose one of the things, so he'll probably go after that, which will get him a camel. He spends the orange to get one of those tokens. Moving on, red's turn now. Red will go there, adding his little house. He gets a beige cube. He can now spend that to go along the camels, and he thinks he'll just take the first one. So that's been spent now. All of these cards now move down, and a new one comes out. It's now yellow's turn, and yellow thinks he'll just go there. What's that there? Gets him a beige cube. And what he might do right at the moment is just send up a soldier to protect that location. Okay, now we come to this time where we change the player order. He can spend a camel to move up into the second position. No, he doesn't think he'll do that. He'll hang on to his camel for the moment. Then yellow has no camel, so he must go second, which pushes blue to first. Blue is going to go there and add a house there, which now gives him both an orange and a purple cube. He doesn't want to get anything in there either, so he's going to hang on to his cubes for the moment, and he'll put a guy there. Okay, yellow's turn next. Yellow is going to go there, which gets him a purple. That house on there. That allows him to use this portion of the board, which he's going to do, and he'll use his beige counter to go there, getting him a camel, and he'll use his purple counter to go there, getting him one of these, which he will place at that space. Okay, red's turn. Red is going to go for the center location, and he will place that guy there, which gets him a purple cube. He's also going to use the middle to get a white cube. He now has 2 cubes that he can spend down here, so they need to be a different color, which they are. So he spends 2 to get 2 scrolls. Because he now has 2 scrolls, he now chooses which one of these he wishes to spend 1 less cube to be able to get. And he thinks it's probably worthwhile taking that one. So that's this area of the board just here. Okay, they now move along. He can spend a camel to move further. He thinks it's probably worthwhile, so he spends the camel, moves 1 further. Then red doesn't have any camel, so he must go into the 3rd position, which pushes yellow into the lead position. Yellow is going to go there, and he shall put his house on that one. So he gets an aqua and a white. I may change the name of those cubes, by the way, every now and then, please forgive. At that location, his aqua and his white, he's going to spend them both as if they're both aqua to get these 2 walls. and build them in those locations. So he's really protected that piece at the moment. By building the walls, I believe I've forgotten to say this in the Gamesplain, but by building the walls, he gains 1 influence for each of his own that he's surrounding. He would gain 2 if he surrounded someone else. So for example, if these 2 wall pieces went here and here, he'll get 2 for that one and 1 for that, then 2 for that and 1 for that. So he gets 6 points total. Going here, he's just getting 2 points. Bearing that in mind, he thinks he's actually going to change his tactic and go there just for the 6 points. What that now allows is he can get 2 different spices over there, and he can take up to here in these cards. Okay, blue's turn next. It's worth his while to go there because he gets a purple for that blue, and if he puts it there, he'll get an aqua. That now allows him to go down here, so he can use these 3 to take 3 of those markers, and that then gives him the ability to get 1 of these bonuses. I think it might be worthwhile to take that one, which gives him 1 cheaper to purchase along this track. Then red will go here to place his guy there, so that gets him an orange and a beige, and that allows him to move up this track. He has this, which gives him 1 cheaper on his movement. So what he's going to do is he's going to move up this track. So orange, beige, and then 1 extra, which pushes him 1 along on that track. And he can now add this 1 of his elements. He thinks he'll add it to that one. Okay, yellow goes there. He can spend that camel to push further forward, and he thinks that he will, so he's going to spend the camel to move him into 2nd position. Red comes along, can spend a camel to move to the front, so he'll do that. Blue comes along, gets 2 camels as a replacement, and we move forward. Red's turn. Red is going to go there, and he'll put his marker there, which gains him a purple and an orange element or cube. That allows him now to build in this space, which he thinks he will go there for the purple. Good, gets him the swords. He only has 1 other cube and 1 camel, so he can't actually do anything else over there. In order for him to get on this, he's going to have to move up that track. In order to move up that track, he's probably going to need to build some walls. So he knows what he's doing now. Let's move to yellow. Yellow is going to go here, which gets him a white for that spot. And he thinks he might do that for a beige one, and then he'll use both those down here to get 2 scrolls, which gains him the benefit of 1 of these things. Thinks it might be worthwhile to hang on to that one. Okay, blue really needs to go there because that's going to get him 3 pieces. So he gets an orange, a purple, and an aqua, and that allows him to do stuff down here. So he's going to go there, which pushes him along 1 of those, and he'll use 1 of those markers. He could have gone in the others, but he didn't wish to spend more stuff because he's not going to get any points out of any of the other elements. Okay, yellow doesn't have any camels, so he goes to number 3. Red has a camel which he could spend, and it's probably worth his while to spend that to go to number 1, which now puts blue in at number 2. I'm going to play through and jump to the end of next year so you can see a battle. So please just bear with me. Okay, so we've just got to the end of the 2nd round. The element that happens right now is an attack. So these are protected by the wall, by the wall, by the wall. These guys are not protected. That one, however, is. So this one will be attacked. I'll just turn the houses so you can actually see what's being attacked. This one is safe. This one is being attacked. These two are both being attacked. So attacks only go 2 squares in. That one's being attacked, that one's being attacked, that one's being attacked. Sorry, being attacked, that's one. Those two. I believe that's everything that's being attacked. So, blue has an orange and a white cube that he can spend to protect things. And he'll spend the white to protect that one, which means that is now protected. Red has an orange cube, which won't work to protect any of his houses. Of course, he'll need a beige or a purple. And yellow has a single white cube, which he thinks it's worth using to save that one. Okay, so anything that's been saved comes off the board. That has protected this one, by the way. That one hasn't, that one hasn't, that one hasn't. That's been used to protect that, but there's a wall there as well, so it doesn't really matter. That one's not been protected. That one has not been protected. That one has not been protected. That one has not. I believe that's all of the elements. And then we go to the scoring. So the first thing that happens is we score these. So this is on the number of scrolls. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2. So that's 12 points for him. Yellow is for the number of these. So he's got 4, which is 4 points. And red doesn't have anything. He's really sitting back at the point where he hasn't done much. But let's see what happens as we move into the scoring of the buildings. For each building in the city, you score 1 point. So blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yellow, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The scoring tile, which I believe is this. So red is getting 3 points for each of these buildings that he has. So he has 2, so he's getting 6 points. And if anyone's reached the final position on the Moss track, they would get that points as well. And that is the end of the year, so we then move that along and start the next year. I hope that this gives you an idea of how Merv works and is all set up and everything. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.